Hello, and welcome to day 23 of 100 Days of Tonalism. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy, and the study that I've done today is by John Enneking, and it is called Venice at Night. Um, John Enneking was one of the main artists that influenced me to start doing studies after coming across some of his small, very, very colorful and just neat landscape studies. I thought that would be something that would be really cool for me to do, and I really do enjoy painting um, studies in small sizes because you can be, so expressive and it's very hard to get detail in. I tend to use quite large brushes. I've come across a site with some good biographical information. It's fineartphotographyvideoart.com, and there's a nice little bio here about him. I'll read it to you now. John Joseph Enneking was born in Ohio in 1841 and was orphaned at a young age. He began to paint at the age of 5 and developed a natural talent before traveling east to New York and Massachusetts. He trained in Germany, Italy, and France, and he was one of the first Americans to return from Paris in 1874 after having painted with Claude Monet, Pissarro, and Renoir in Monet's gardens at Argenteuil. Because Enneking was an influential Boston painter, he spoke to many artists about the innovations of the French Impressionists, and because of him, hundreds of Boston area painters sailed for Paris to study in France. So, was this guy a tonalist, an impressionist? He was probably more of an impressionist, but he certainly worked in a tonal vein. Although he exhibited all over the US and Europe, Enneking was his own man. He did not like becoming a member of clubs or organizations that promoted artists. He became one of the most sought-after American landscape painters in the US and was Boston's Park Commissioner for many years. In 1916, before his death in Boston, a dinner in his honor was attended by hundreds of artists, and he was crowned with a wreath of laurel. Enneking is called the painter of New England sunsets, probably because he is one of the only painters who can effectively paint sunsets in a realistic manner. However, he commonly painted en plein air on locations in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, and New York, and his critics have claimed his canvases are so refined that it looks as if he painted with crushed powder. I'm going after a few Ennekings in this project, and as I stated earlier, his studies were one of my big influences to do studies of my own. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find the piece that originally inspired me. It was very low resolution, but quite fractured in its brushwork, and the colors were just really, really intense in chroma. And it's one of the things that really inspired me to set my color free, even though I still work in a tonalist vein. If you're into knowing more about John Joseph Enneking, I recommend doing some Googling and going from there. I can see we're getting close to the end of the video, so thanks for joining me for day 23 of 100 Days of Tonalism. If you'd like to see some more of my work, you can go to landscapepainter.co.nz and follow my blog there, or check out some of my own tonalist paintings. Have a great day and stay out of trouble.